What is up, friends? All right, we got a quick training for you today. We're going to talk about a big mistake, and maybe two
big mistakes that you could be making. Don't do this while you're prospecting. We need to talk about this right away.
Yeah, and guys, we just woke up. We just had our mojo, so keep that in mind, okay? But
grab your mojo. You're going to need it for this one.
Yeah, this is something that we know can help you tremendously. It's helped us to create success in this business, and we know that this holds a lot of people back. So big mistake that you might be making in your business that is preventing you from sponsoring more people. So how many of you would like to enroll more people in your business? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Drop a comment. Whether you're watching live or the replay. Who would like to have a breakthrough and sponsor more people?
All right, let's do this.
Who would like to become a sponsor monster? Right? There's probably a couple things, and it's all mindset that could be holding you back. So ask yourself, is this me? Am I making this mistake?
All right, number one, okay? You are prejudging people. I want you to think right now. I need whatever you're doing, I need you to stop. I need you to hone in on this. How many of you, be honest, you've got a prospect that you have not reached out to because in your mind, you have created a story as to why they won't do it. They're already successful. They're not going to be interested.
They're too busy.
They don't have time. You guys know
they would never do something like this.
Yeah. So how many of you have that person, or probably multiple people that you be honest, drop a comment, say, yes, I've prejudged some people. Let's see it. And the answer, of course, is yes. We all have done this.
Yeah.
So who are those people that you have not talked to? You're prejudging them. You're essentially making the decision for them. You are deciding for them because you haven't reached out. You guys know, let me give you a couple examples. Okay. Friend of mine, Wayne Topola. He wasn't interested. I didn't think he was going to do this, but I didn't prejudge him. I was like, bro, you have to see this. You may not be interested. It may not be the right time, but you have to see this.
Yeah.
And Wayne, guess what? He's busy, family, married, kids, working full time, doesn't have the time, already successful. I didn't prejudge him. Yeah. And now he's a Ruby.
Oh, you guys catch that?
How about Emily?
Yeah.
Emily Barfield.
She told us no.
She's got 6 kids, y'all. She's busy. And there's always that little thought, oh, she's not going to be interested. She's not going to want to do it. We create these fake stories in our mind about why we think someone won't do it. But I reached out with aggressiveness, with passion, with excitement. I was like, girl, you have to see this.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's a sapphire because I didn't prejudge her. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, exactly. Like your only job is to expose, right? And you have to have the posture and the excitement and say, listen, before you say yes or no, I just need you to look at this before you even give me a yes or a no, right? We don't want to prejudge. Even if they say no, they might think of someone who would love this and refer someone. So sometimes we think, oh, it's just that person. No, it's not just that person. It's who that person knows and who that person knows. So you have to start thinking really big and just get the information in front of them and let them decide.
So what else would we say to someone who's out there and they are in their mind creating these stories of why they don't think this person would do it? They don't think, like, what should they go say to those people who they are prejudging?
Well, I was going to get to that after the second one.
Okay, cool.
Hold that thought, because we're going to give some scenarios at the end, because that's really, really good. Okay, the next mistake that you might be making is letting the opinions of other people stop you, right? How many people, raise your hand, do you have who think what you're doing is whatever, a scam? They're skeptical, whatever. Raise your hand. Guess what? So do the Parkers.
So do we.
Do you think we care? No. If those people are not paying your bills, right? They're not feeding you. Why do you care? You should not.
Yeah, this is one of the integral, pivotal forks in the road for us in our career and how we've been able to enroll so many people. You know, people ask us, how in the world did you sponsor 90 people personally in your first 90 days in this business? And this is a critical key element, component to our success, is not letting the opinions of others stop us. There are going to be so many situations where there's going to be someone, it could be a boss, it could be a spouse, it could be a sister, a brother, it could be a neighbor, it could be a coworker. The list goes on. And they are going to think down about what you're doing. Can anyone relate? It's going to happen. It happens to us, okay? Family members, close friends. The moment that you stop caring about their opinions and you step into your greatness, you step into your possibility, you step into this with everything you have, and you say, I'm going to silence the noise. I want you to put in the comments, I'm going to silence the noise. I'm going to silence the doubters. I'm going to silence the opinions. The moment that you do that, the breakthroughs start to happen. So we want this for all of you. We want you to right now say, I'm going to not allow the opinions of others stop me. Because really a lot of times, now you might have people actually verbally like peeing in your ear, okay? You might have people verbally talking down about what you're doing or trying to find ways to be negative about your business.
Earmuffs.
And you've got to make a decision. Are you going to let this lower your vibration? Are you going to let their what they're saying bring you down, your energy down? You're going to start to question. You're going to start to doubt. You're going to, what if they're right? All those things. You must step out of that place and step into a place of, this is going to motivate me. This is going to drive me. I'm going to prove them wrong. And listen, some people don't like that type of response of, I'm going to prove them wrong. Well, I do. I have a little newsflash for you. Some of the most successful people in the world, in business, in sports, in the people you look up to, in whatever it is in life, almost all of them have had a moment of, I'm going to go prove these people wrong. And so it's a healthy thing to say that. I'm just laying it on the table. It's okay to say that. I'm going to prove these people wrong.
You know what's fun?
Be willing to do that, even if it's privately. Because that's going to motivate you to step out of your comfort zone and to step into your greatness.
We call them rotten apples.
Yep.
And you could put their name on a list or make like a little tree of rotten apples and go prove them wrong. Every time you are discouraged, you look at that list and you say, ooh, they can't be right. I'm not going to let them be right. Absolutely not. Because guys, what you have your hands on is so good. It's so powerful. It's greater than the noise. It's greater than the negativity. And you have to go and realize that you right now have the hope that someone is so desperately looking for. Realize that, right? I mean, Tina Joy Carroll shared her story that when she was a single mom working, everybody prejudged her. No one told her about this kind of opportunity. And look at her now. Would you guys like to go sponsor a Tina Joy Carroll? I know I would. So you have to get rid of those two things massively. Stop caring what other people think. Do not prejudge your prospect, right? You have to let them make the decision. So let's go through some scenarios for you guys, some verbiage
really quick
they could use real quick in these. So I always like to say, hey, listen, this may or may not be for you, but I'm super excited and I don't want you to miss this. I would love for you to take a look at this. When would you have some time to see what I'm doing? Guys, does that sound threatening at all? Is that scary? No, especially if you send it to that person that you really want. I mean, I love that method. What would you say?
Yeah, I love it. So if I'm thinking of someone who normally I would prejudge, they're too busy, they're already successful, I don't think they would do it. Like you create these scenarios in your mind that's preventing you from just reaching out. Like, don't make the decision for them.
Yeah.
So for me, just a simple one would be, hey bro, listen, I got something really big that I'm doing. I appreciate your opinion, right? I value your opinion. And so getting if you've got someone up here that you think is like too good or too successful or whatever it may be, ask for their feedback, ask for their opinion. Say, listen, I value your opinion and I've got something really big. I got my hands on something really big and I'm super excited about this. I wanted to present it to you and share it with you to see what you think, to get your opinion. You may be interested, you may not. It's totally cool. But when would you have a few minutes to take a look at this? And just show it to them. And be sure in the process, you're also sharing stories. Talk about the success stories, right? For us, it's Tina. Tina's our sponsor. So when I'm connecting with someone, I'm like, and I'll get serious. I'm like, hey bro, listen, this lady I'm working with, in just a year and a half, she's making 80 grand a month. Like, this is crazy. Okay. And I'll like do stuff like that to like, they're like, what? Right. Because it doesn't matter how successful someone is. When they hear that, they're going to be like, what? Well, what is it? Right. The other part is time freedom. People who are busy, they're perfect for this. You know, the whole thing of, well, so-and-so's too busy. I got a news flash for you. The busiest people, right? We were just at base camp and one of the ladies who was there, like one of the busiest people you would ever know, and she's killing it. So the busiest people are usually the most successful people because they value their time.
Yeah. I also love this method. Hey, Sally, who do you know that XYZ, right? We have this amazing product that helps regulate blood sugar. Guys, I mean, you can go to anybody and say, oh, hey, who do you know that has problems regulating their blood sugar? What do you mean? I mean, there's not a single person that doesn't know somebody. Well, I have this amazing product and it is changing people's lives. I got to get it into the hands of people because it's having such an amazing impact. They're going to be like, well, what is it? And they're going to want to look at it. And then what that does in their brain, they're going to start thinking of everyone that they know that could use the product themselves. That is the doorway in, and then boom, invite them to a presentation.
Absolutely. All right, well, guys, we're going to wrap this up. If you got some value, drop a like, drop a comment. We just wanted to hit you with some fire today. Share this with your team. Whether, you've found this video out there, share it, tag someone in the comments. But we just want you to know, and if you jumped on late, which a lot of you did, as soon as we're done, go back and watch from the beginning so you catch what you missed. We want you to step into your greatness. Stop holding back. Don't prejudge people. Let them make the decision for them. One quick analogy I want to leave you with is I want you to imagine, okay, you just won the lottery. You just won. It's a $20 million lottery winning. How are you feeling right now? You just won $20 million. But the lottery officials said, but wait, you get to keep 10 and you have to give $1 million to 10 people. You're going to give $1 million to 10 people. Who are those 10 people going to be? You have $1 million opportunity in your hands right now. You realize that people are making over $1 million a year in this business right now. You have $1 million opportunity in your hands. Why aren't you sharing it with people? Do you think someone who's busy or already successful is going to turn down $1 million? The answer is no, they're not. So stop making the decision for people, present it to them, let them decide. So those are some tips we got for you today. If you got some value, drop a comment, let us know. We're going to continue to do little things like this, maybe about once or twice a week. So stay plugged into the channels so you don't miss the next one.
Bye, guys.